What if you were dangling from a rope, let's say 40 feet in the air? Would you be scared, terrified, or would you be like me, giggling uncontrollably? At some point, we all have a little bit of that fear of heights. But fear is just an emotion. It can't control us. It's how we respond to it that really counts. Which actually begs the question, when we confront fear, does it fade? Does it disappear? Is it replaced with something else? Well, today's guest is going to actually help us answer that question. His name is Tim Krafft, and he is the owner of the Frankenmuth Aerial Park, located just outside of the city of Frankenmuth. He's going to share with us today why families are lining up to confront this fear and doing it with smiles on their faces, and how they're building confidence across the generations.
The Frankenmuth Aerial Park is a ropes course that basically we're in the confidence business.
Okay.
So what we do is we enjoy seeing climbers come into the park who have never been to such a park, who have never ziplined, who have never tested their ability to kind of go through an obstacle course like this. And basically that's what the Frankenmuth Aerial Park is. It's an obstacle course up in the trees.
I tell you, I walk around this park and it reminds me of like being an Ewok in Return of the Jedi or Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves movie.
Absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely.
I love this stuff.
That's what it looks like. It looks a lot like that.
It does. And I want to make sure that we really explore that. But first off, let's take a step back.
Okay.
Where are you from? Where did you grow up?
I grew up just about a mile from where we're sitting right now at the park.
Okay.
I grew up on a dairy farm, which is where the park is located, is in a section of woods that we owned. And in 2014, we were approached by a group in Connecticut called Outdoor Ventures.
Okay.
They said to us, we'll build you an obstacle course up in the trees. Of course, we didn't know what that was. They started in 2014 with the operation of the park, and they also operated a park in West Bloomfield and in Grand Rapids.
Okay.
So they had two other parks at the same time that they were operating. Well, 3 years later, fast forward to 2017, and they said, look, we are not interested in running these three parks anymore. So we're going to...
From Connecticut.
Yeah, from Connecticut. So we're going to sell the parks. Are you interested? And we say, yeah, we are interested.
What was it about the park that made you say, you know what, I can do that? I mean, I grew up on a dairy farm. Sure, I can run a zip line park.
Well, number one, for me, the timing was perfect because in 2017, I was just moving back from Los Angeles. I had a career in Los Angeles.
Oh, okay.
So when I came back from Los Angeles, it just seemed to me like, wow, this is great. I can leave the corporate situation and move into my own thing.
Yeah.
So this was really, really interesting to me. And of course, as a family, we were watching while I was in LA, we were watching how they were doing the first 3 years. They were doing very well.
So Tim's family was presented with a golden opportunity. Another company came in, built the park, marketed it, got all these people to show up for it, and decided they didn't want to do it anymore. And as fate would have it, Tim was the right man in the right place at the right time to make it happen. Why can't that ever happen to me? But it got me thinking, what is it about the Frankenmuth Aerial Park that keeps people coming back for more and more? This really is a family-friendly place. You have things for kids, you've got things for adults.
But more importantly, we've got different things for different skill levels. That's what we emphasize. And since we're so close to Frankenmuth, a tourist town, we get a lot of first-timers to a park like this. And we know that we need to challenge the basic premise of this idea first. And one of the fears that a lot of people have is fear of height. So that's the first issue that we have to tackle. So we tackle that by having 3 of our 6 courses that are very low to the ground. They're not high at all. So if you said you just wanted to try this and you were worried about height, don't let that stop you. You've got access to 3 courses that are only about 10 feet off the ground, so they're relatively low, and the obstacle courses are meant to be a little simpler, and the zip lines are meant to be a little shorter. So that's where the challenge portion starts and your self-confidence starts. And once you're at that height, while you're climbing those courses, you kind of look up and see the other courses and you see how much fun everyone else is having up on the
Yes.
more
It's
difficult
contagious.
challenge courses.
Yeah.
And you say, you know what? If that person can do it, they don't look to me like they're much better than I am. I think I'm going to go for the next course. And that's what we're all about. We want you to test your limits at some of the higher courses as well. So you're challenging not only your ability, you're testing your height fear as well. So you're doing all of that at the same time. And it really helps when you see other people doing it. Because as you'll see, it's just regular people who are able to do the same thing that you
Yes.
could do.
Yes.
And that's how your self-confidence grows. And that's what we're all about.
I really do have to get a hat tip to Tim and his team. The way the park is designed, you don't have to prove anything to anyone, which in my case is a really good thing. But I think about how you can start low and you can stay low, and then when you're ready, you can climb, and they've got more advanced stages for you to go through. It makes me think this entire time about building confidence and Tim saying that he was in the confidence business. If that's the case, I'd like to see the receipts.
The most satisfying age group for me are older adults who are, let's say, 60 to 65.
Okay.
In that age range where they've never done something like this before. The grandkids have said they want to try this, and I'm just going to go in and I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to watch them from the ground. And then we talk them into trying it.
Oh, to be a fly on the wall for that.
Absolutely. And then after, they are the Google reviews that I wish everybody would take a look at, because that's the first thing they want to do. They have their grandkids tell them how to get on Google reviews because they don't know how to do that. And then they type in a long summary. I never thought I could do this. I'm 65 years old. I never thought I could ever do this. And I did it. I feel great about it. I participated with the grandkids. I had a blast.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then the other age group I would say would be the young kids that are, I would say, like 10 to 12 or
Okay.
10 to 13, that they are never thought that they could do this. They see their friends doing it and they're going along with them. And granted, they may not be ready for the most difficult challenge courses, but just the moderate courses that we have. And for them to get to Frankenzip, which is what every 14 to 16-year-old strives to do to this
Yeah.
park, because they love ziplining.
Yeah.
So they will strive for Frankenzip. And want that young person that goes along with them, just to reach Frankenzip with them it does something to them.
Sure.
Their self-confidence goes through the roof. So I know that translates also into real life. You may not think so, but it does. That age group is the perfect age for building self-confidence.
Sure.
And that feels really good. This is a family-owned park.
Yep.
So I own this park with my 2 sisters and my brother, and I also own it with my soon-to-be 100-year-old mother.
Ah, happy birthday.
Yeah, she'll be 100 years old in March
Okay.
next year. So we're right with her, and she's even been on the course.
What?
Yeah, she was.
You're holding out on me now.
Yeah.
So how old was she when she got on the course?
We have a picture of her when we first opened the park. This was in 17,
Okay.
and when the family took the park over. And in 2017, we put her in a harness and we had her up on the and let me tell you, it was great.
Fear isn't conquered in giant leaps, but rather one small step at a time. And trust me, the Frankenmuth Aerial Park has plenty of steps to take. From the 10-year-old who discovers they're actually braver than they thought, or the grandparent who's there just to watch and is now climbing in the trees like they've been doing it all their lives. Families show up together, climb together, they cheer each other on. Which kind of got me thinking, sometimes the best way to confront fear is when we do it together. And who knows? Maybe you'll even have a smile on your face while you're doing it. My name is Cliff Dubenois, and we are Total Michigan.